Alright, so I've been following John here to help a little bit. One of my friends on Telegram sent me a little post about him replying to somebody saying something, and I'm following the guy. And you know, people are like, oh, the United Nations, they're gonna send in their people into California and they're gonna try to take it over. And I'm like, oh, come on, guys. Oh, this is getting hard for me to swallow on that one, you know. But I will say, John here to help has been saying about the fires and stuff, and that they do have he thinks they do in fact have a plan. Not that they're going to be coming in wearing full uniform and, oh, hey, the UN's here, but basically bad actors disguised as, oh, immigrants, and we need to come in, you know, we need help coming in. And then once they're in there, they activate at some point when the time's right, this, you know, groups of thousands of people, I guess. Which, again, in the scheme of things, how are you going to activate? Are the police going to allow you to do stuff? Like, I don't understand this. I still feel like I want to raise the BS flag on all this. But John here to help had made some comments about the fires as well. You know, these fires, QAnon, oh, federal funding being cut to California, get ready for more fires. Oh, more fires came. And like I said, SGT report, if you saw that the other day, his video, he shows the other guy who got the weather radar and satellite view of California at the time the fires were started, and you can see what looks like these very bright light explosions in I think 5 different places. I mean, many miles, like tens or maybe hundreds of miles apart, some of them. Pretty much simultaneously, fires starting, and you got PG&E turning off the power in advance. Again, in advance. What about people who need their, you know, are people going to sweat to death, you know, heat stroke? Well, sure enough, an old man who was on dialysis has died. First casualty, read that the other day, has died because his machine wouldn't run and no power. You know, and I find it's almost hilarious. You want to get solar panels on your house and go, you know, quote unquote off grid. Oh no, sir. We'll you know, they'll send the police in. They'll arrest you for like endangering your family. Nonsense. Because you're not connected to the power grid. Yeah, that's okay. I don't need to be. I got solar panels. Yeah, but you have to at least be connected to the grid. Whether you use it or not, that's fine. You don't have to use it, but you've got to be connected. You've got to have power at that house. If you don't allow them on your property to do this, you're going to be arrested. Oh, safety. Real super safety. Yep. Okay, all right. Well, I don't want to get arrested, so I guess I'll lose a few rights here and let you on my property and install this nonsense so I can go back to use my solar panels. Okay, good job, Mr. Sheeple. Only to find out nearly 1 million people in California were cutting your power preemptively. What about safety, guys? Safety first. Safety first. As Jack Hoffman used to say from the Gold Show, no guts, no glory. No power, no dialysis machine. So John here to help's been talking a bit lately. If you don't subscribe to him or follow him on Twitter, it's all one word, John, John, here, HERE, to help. I'm not spelling that one for you. He's got some very interesting things to say. And now he's starting to talk about how California, he goes, yeah, they couldn't do it, now that Trump's in power, they couldn't take over the way they wanted to in the United States as the government, the full 50 states. So now they're going to do it state by state if they can. And they're attempting to, starting with California. And some of the other Democratic states, they say, are going to follow suit. Which, again, why in 2020 and the next couple years, again, in my opinion, we're going to mop the floor with them, what the Republican Party is going to, the Democrats. But they're starting with California. He says, get ready. They're going to, the power thing, you're just getting started. Gas prices are going to absolutely explode, specifically in California, he says. They're going to be led to rationing, he says. It's all about control of the people. I'm talking John here to help saying this. It's all about control of the people, movement of the population. You're going to be stuck. You're going to have to be an obedient person. He goes, if you follow a lot of really high-level people in California, you'll see that they don't, many of them are moving out of there. They're gone. And they've already got their places anyways, even if they kept a house in California. But they're not actually, like, most of them have already left the state. I don't know who specifically, because he just didn't say specifically, but, you know, I don't know how I'm going to be able to follow that, but he says that's what's happening. And it's funny because I've been screaming all these years, people of California, my subscribers that hear this, get the hell out of there. I said it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse before it ever gets better. And the things you're going to have to deal with from the times it gets worse to it gets better, till it gets better, it's probably not going to be fun. It's going to be pretty bad. You just got to see, again, the video proves it. That SGT report put up, it proves it. Somebody started these fires. This was not, and PG&E says in advance we're turning the power off so that, you know, the trees and the wind, you know, hit the trees and the things hitting the lines can't touch down to earth and start a fire from our, you know, power lines. And yet we had a bunch of fires anyways. Could you imagine living anywhere, any country? Now, you know, we tell America, land of the free, yeah, and Trump's trying, he's trying. But the deep state is still there, the swamp is still there. Imagine these other third world countries. China, for God's sakes, all the protests, all the NBA stars, oh yeah, I don't want to comment on that, you know. Why not? You comment about our country and you put your one leg down in the name of racism. Go say something about them. No, I don't feel like doing that right now. Why? Because your back pocketbook depends upon them, right? It's hard for a man to tell the truth when him getting paid, his job, depends upon him not telling the truth. And the NBA upper management, guys, don't touch that one. Do not say anything that's going to piss off China. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But could you imagine hearing China set fires to burn down the protesters, or a whole entire area where there might have been a small amount of protesters, but who cares? It's 1 million people start fires. Who cares? 5 of them all simultaneously. Could you imagine hearing that? It would be shocking. But the thing that would follow that, the words would be, well, you know, Chinese, they got a communist country, they're dictators, you know, okay. Now put that in America. State of California has set fires. Somebody has set fires to burn out people. And the power company, which again supposedly is owned by the Rothschilds, or they somehow have ownership in that, they turned their power off early to all these people, and then fire started anyways, which means the power company must have known something in advance, huh? This isn't a third world country. This isn't a communist country, and it's happening right here. It just happened. These fires. Again, the video evidence is there. You cannot have 5 simultaneous giant white bright fire explosions and then the satellite photo video picks up the fire starting. Oh, there's the smoke. You can see the smoke, you know, which looks like cloud, but you can see it coming up. You see the fire. You can't have 5. That's like lightning striking 5 times at the same exact moment, like you flipping on a light switch. Boom! Oh, there they are. And I remember that lady, that video we saw. She went to a hearing in one of the towns, and she says, you know, these people, they're going to burn us out of here. The plan is to burn us. They're going to start fires. They're going to start fires. And then we had that big swath of fires, the ones that were like, hey, that's kind of questionable. Well, what happened there? And everyone's like, well, she said this was going to happen. And like, well, I mean, coincidence. Look, it's a state. There's dry wood. I mean, come on. Fires happen there. All right. And now we got part 2, and we have satellite imagery showing us fires being started simultaneously. Again, like flipping a switch. They blew, and then boom, fire started hundreds of miles away. And I'm over here telling y'all who live there, get the hell out of California. When the gas price, if John Here to Help is right, and the gas prices start exploding, and then there's gas lines and rations to where you can't even go. Oh, I can go about 200 miles, about it, you know, 200-300 miles to take a gas. Well, there's rations over there too. Sorry, sir, you don't live in the area? No, okay, we're going to have to turn you down. Where am I going to stay? Oh, there's hotels over here taking people. If it gets to that point, here's the good news. I'm going to say this again. Deep in my heart and in my brain, I do say think because I don't know for sure, but damn it, I feel pretty strong about this. Donald Trump knows. All he'll have to do upon watching this crap is declare martial law. Or maybe just an emergency. I'll declare emergency in the state of California. And he can fix things in a hurry. You're not going to have a single state, or even a few states, take on the federal government with him in charge and us patriots behind him seeing exactly what's happening. Ain't happening. But if you're a desperate deep state, you're Nancy Pelosi, closed-door meetings, by the way, with Peter Schiff and Nadler and all these people. They kicked out Mark Meadows, I think. Can I just sit in on this? No. Well, you know, my investigative committee normally would be involved in this. Well, not this time. No, you can't come in. It says Democrats only. But you guys are talking impeachment. Can I hear with the witness or whatever the info? No, you got to leave, sir. Have a nice day. Because they're talking about what in the hell are we going to do? That son of a gun president is catching us. It's like It's like we think we have a guy on his inside. It's kind of like he has a guy on our inside. And no matter what we think we know, the guy somehow gets the information and knows what to do, and then exposes us every time. And now that he's exposing us and it's obvious, guys, girls, I don't want to use the treason word, but I think it's very appropriate right now because we all might be facing treason for what we've done, and he's now showed. But what the hell are we going to do next? Because now he's probably going to go after us, and what are we going to do to stop him? Well, let's go with the old takeover of California maneuver. Since all these rascals who are behind this closed-door meeting just so happen to be in California, most of them. That's my opinion. And Trump's like, go for it. Go ahead. Do the next thing. I'm going to let you do it. Because if I don't let you do it and I act upon it, the American people may not believe it. Maybe he is abusing his power. The news media will run with it. Impeachment part 2. Yeah, see? Could you imagine being Trump saying, you know what, I'm going to have to let them light these fires. I'm going to have to let them do the next despicable thing. I'm going to have to let them do something after that. Until they pull off the big one and I nail them. And then I have all of it. And then I go after them. And then even the American people who weren't so sure at first will say, oh my God, thank God we had this man as president. He just did this. He's an effing hero. He's a wartime hero. I saw Rosenberg. He's a wartime hero, fool. So, anyways, a little chat on my way to work. Take care.